So I want to talk about anxiety and how that has affected my journey on WW and just on life in general. I was diagnosed with panic disorder in fourth grade and have had anxiety and panic attacks ever since. And during this whole thing of COVID-19, I've had my good days and I've had my bad days. And right now I'm having some bad days. At the beginning of this, I was working from home. I had things to do. Carl was here. For those of you who don't know, Carl's my fiance. And it kept me busy. It kept me feeling like I had a purpose. And through last week and now today on Monday, Carl has been back to work. I don't have my full-time job, so I'm picking up extra hours with WW, which is wonderful. But I have this weird anxiety just like in my chest constantly. And I know I've seen other people talking about how they have this pressure in their chest from anxiety, and it's literally scaring them into thinking that they have COVID-19. I don't feel that way because I feel fine and healthy in all the other ways. I know this is anxiety, but it's also a horrible feeling to just feel like you have a panic attack just waiting to come out. And that's how I felt lately. And when I say lately, I mean the last 2 days. And so this morning I woke up, I had a plan, I was gonna work out. I went to the bank to get some quarters to do laundry. I was feeling great. And none of it made it feel better. None of it is making it go away. And I'm just looking around my house and I'm like, it's kind of a mess and I want to vacuum and I want to write articles and I want to make a video and do all these other things. And I just feel like I can't. And I know if I'm like, do them, like in my head, I'm like, if I do it, I'm going to feel better. But I did my workout and I didn't feel better. And so I'm just like, do I need to take a break? But also if I take a break, I feel like I'm not being productive. And I've seen so many things online right now, on Instagram and different things, of being like, hey, be productive, it's gonna make you feel better, and other things, feel the feelings, and, sit there and do nothing, and it's okay. But it's a battle in my head. Like, some of me is like, yes, being productive makes me feel better, but being lazy and sitting here all, like, doing nothing might be what I need to do right now. But it's hard for me to do that when I look around and see that my house is a mess and think I should clean that up. And when I say it's a mess, it's really not that big of a mess. Just picking up some things that you think wouldn't take very long. And that whole, if you can do it in 5 minutes, just do it. But sometimes it's hard to just do something for 5 minutes when you have anxiety or depression. I've never been diagnosed with depression, so I don't know about that. But if it's that, I could be. And it's hard, and I wanted to express this to you guys, to know that you're not alone. And because I like telling people, because I find out that I'm not alone then at the same time. Like, I post these pictures online where I'm looking all happy, and in those moments I am happy, but that's not the whole picture. And I wanted to share this with you, to share more of my whole picture. I used this analogy before where when I first started working from home, it was hard for me to know where other people were, because I like looking around to see other people's reaction. It's like when you're on an airplane and there's turbulence and you look around, no one else is freaking out and you're like, okay, cool, this is fine. And when I'm sitting here at home alone, I look around and I'm like, there's no one to see if they're freaking out the same way I am. And when you look online, you're only seeing those bits and pieces of people's lives. You're not seeing the whole picture. So yes, in that moment, they might be expressing their anxiety, but they might be expressing it differently than you. So you're like, well, should I be feeling that way? Should I be feeling this way? And it comes down to really, listening to yourself and knowing what works best for you. And sometimes you don't know. And right now I don't know. And it's hard to not know, which is why I wanted to share it. So that way you guys could know it's okay to not know, and just doing what feels right. And even if it doesn't and it feels wrong and you might feel weird for a couple days, even though we've been into this for weeks, but each day is a new day and new feelings are going to come out. And again, just figuring out what works best for you. And it can be hard, but that's what being true to yourself is. It's dealing with the hard moments too. It's knowing that life isn't perfect. Life right now isn't perfect for anyone. And I just want to share where my feelings were in a way to help me, in a way to help you, and just to know we're not alone and that we're better together, which I love how WW uses that, is that we're better together in all aspects of everything. And that's another thing I'm missing. I talked to Carl about this, about how I didn't realize before, but I have so many different groups of friends, from my workout friends from November Project to Aaron and lifting, to my WW friends from workshops, to my friends at work, to him and my friends in my normal life, and I have been missing them all so much. And I'm so glad I have him here with me to so I'm not alone, so I can still touch someone and hug someone. And for those people who don't have that, I'm here for you. I wish I could help you, because I can't imagine going through any of that. So I just want to say we're better together. I'm here. My life's not perfect. No one's life's perfect. And we're going to get through this. And to feel those feelings, and if you can't do that task for 5 minutes, if you can't do those different things you prioritize, that's okay. Because you got tomorrow and the next day and the weeks to come, and you'll get it done.